patch notes are here, and Season 20 is slated to drop in just over 24 hours. We're going to break it all down, so let's get right into it. Now, first thing you should know is that crafting is obviously seeing a huge rework. To put it simply, there's going to be a decreased interaction time with the replicators. Inventory can now be accessed from the crafting menu, and printed items left alone will auto-eject from the replicator after some time. Now, you're only going to be able to get things like shield batteries, medkits, ammo, and player banners from these crafters. You're also only going to be able to utilize a crafter once per match per replicator. Okay, so you're going to be able to use multiple replicators if you'd like, but only once on each of them. There's going to be 12 replicators spawned at the start of the match, with an additional replicator airdrop at the start of round 4. There are no longer going to be weapons in them or anything like attachments. Pretty simple now. And also you'll be able to get the item out of the crafter much faster. But that brings us to Big Mod. All Big Mod paintball weapons are now free, but they will take some time to dispense from their vending machines. Once a player has claimed their free weapon, they cannot get another. Lobo will still be able to steal a second gun with their black market. And there's also been an increased variety of weapons to choose from, but gold kitted weapons are no longer offered at Big Mod. The EVA 8 will enter the care package, and the Prowler will return to floor loot. Now, it looked like in some of the gameplay footage that the Wingman was going to come out of the care package and also return to floor loot, but that is not listed here, so that might be from a dev build where they were showing the Wingman as a floor loot weapon. Gold weapon rotation will be R301, RE45, Mastiff, Devotion, 3030. But we've got a ton of weapon changes here and legend changes, so be sure to stick around. 3030 is getting a nerf, the base damage reduced to 39. Ammo capacity is unchanged on the base, but on white, it's looking like it's reduced by 1 bullet, blue magazine by 2 bullets, purple and gold magazine also by 2 bullets. Skull Piercer headshot multiplier reduced from 2.0 from 2.1. There's no longer going to be a dual loader. So when you reload, it's going to be 1 shell per reload. Marksman stock reload speed bonus normalized to match other sniper weapons. I guess it was faster. Reloading 3 shells in a row now increases reload speed by 20% for the remainder of the reload. Okay, so they're compensating by taking out the dual loader by adding this aspect, which will be interesting to see how that plays out. 3030 has definitely needed a nerf. It's been one of the stronger weapons in the game for the last few seasons. I think this makes it pretty fair and balanced. I don't think this will take the weapon and make it useless though. All right, EVA 8 in the care package. Damage reduced down to 6, was 7. I don't like that. Fire rate increased to 3. Was 2.4. Recoil reduced to better match the much faster fire rate. Hammer points, 20% damage increased against flesh. Okay, so basically on flesh it'll be now dealing 7 per hit. Gold shotgun bolt reload on slide increased to 2. So that's okay. So if you slide, you're going to get 2 shells as opposed to 1. So basically the dual loader if you slide. And this only affects the care package EVA, not other shotguns. Hemlock nerf down to 20, was 21. Hipfire spread increased. I hate that change. The hipfire spread was one of the cool parts about this gun because it was still kind of like the old days where you could hipfire this AR. I just wish they didn't touch that. Spread delay increased to, okay, I don't know what that means, but probably making it spread out more. L-Star can no longer equip barrel attachments. This will significantly affect the L-Star's recoil. It still should be a strong weapon though. Prowler reverted to non-care package version. The damage was decreased to 15 when it was previously 16. No longer can it take a select fire. Burst delay increased. All right, interesting. The R99 receives another nerf. ADS vertical and horizontal recoil increased. I don't love that, but I understand the R99 has been in the meta for a while. But I feel like after its last change halfway through season 19, it didn't need to be nerfed anymore. And I don't really like when they mess with the recoil of certain weapons like the R9, where it already is tough for newer players. And once players kind of master this recoil, I think it's a skill gap in the game. Okay, but they're reducing the hip fire on the R301s. I like that change. SMG ballistics. Projectile gravity increased across all SMGs. Projectile launch speed reduced across most SMGs. Prowler unchanged. I'm assuming this will affect SMGs at range and probably take them down a notch. All the players who were doubting me when I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, here you go. It's right here. 1x digital threat no longer can go on SMGs, and they've decreased the spawn rate by 20%. Now, I like this change, or at least I think I do. Laser sights, they're reducing the spread, which basically means laser sights should be a little bit better, particularly purple and blue laser sights, as you can see the change in the intervals here. Now, this change is huge. Heavy rig legends like Gibraltar, Caustic, Pathfinder, Newcastle, and Revenant now use medium rig first-person movement animations, so the actual game speeds have not changed, but these legends will feel less sluggish while running. This is a huge reason why a lot of players don't utilize these legends. Support legends. Extended supply bin contents have been improved. Ballistic. Sling weapons will now have all white attachments while equipped. Tempest. Effects radius for ally ranges has been increased to 90 meters. 90 meters? Wow, it was 13. I'm not sure how much that buffs Ballistic, but I like that his sling can be slightly buffed now. Bloodhound. Raven's scan ult charge is now gated behind the Hunting Ravens upgrade. That's what a lot of people thought. So if you didn't know, Bloodhound's upgrade, I think their first upgrade, they can utilize charging their ult by 25% every time they interact with a White Raven, which is what was Bloodhound's kit originally. Catalyst. Lifetime increased or decreased to 15 seconds. Okay, so her wall is going to last much shorter now. And the length is also shorter. And this plays into her upgrades, which not really sure how to feel about this. I know Catalyst is really popular in the Apex comp scene. She's not super popular in like pubs and I guess somewhat in ranked, but it's still a really low pick rate. So this is probably more for the competitive side of things. Conduit. All right. Radiant Flash. Cooldown increased to 26 seconds. That's her tactical. That's a 5-second increase. Temporary shield regeneration rate decreased to 15 HP per second as opposed to 20 HP. I like this change. And the shield generation time increased to 9 seconds. This is really where I think she needed some adjustments. I don't think it's too much to make her irrelevant, but it was a little OP given how she compared to all the other support legends and how she could just impact a fight and make it feel just unbalanced, is how I'd put it. Energy barricade mine duration has been reduced to 45 seconds. So that means it's not going to last for a minute now. They're reducing the HP down to 200 HP. That's per mine, by the way, so just one section of her ult. The distance at which mines are removed when deployed too close to one another has been increased by 100%. That means it'll be more spread out, I guess, if you shot it in a weird angle or on some weird part of the map. They're increasing the drone recall on crypto. Transitions going in and out of the drone are now faster. Okay, that's pretty good. Gravity lift cooldown increased to 25 seconds, was 20. All right, Horizon needed a nerf, I guess. Lifeline. In modes with upgrade core enabled, so basically not mixtape, Lifeline's care package now has a 50-50 chance to drop an extra piece of smart equipment versus large consumable instead of an armor. All right, so this is a change a lot of players were asking about with Lifeline's armor in her care package. Now it looks like you're going to get I guess you have a 50-50 chance of getting something else. Hopefully it's worthwhile and doesn't take away from, that better armor upgrade that Lifeline used to get. I don't necessarily know if that'll be possible though. Wrecking Ball will no longer be destroyed on a first enemy hit. Instead, the Wrecking Ball will trigger an explosion, then keep going, allowing for a second explosion to trigger later. The same player cannot be hit again by the ball for 2 seconds after first impact. Players can only be affected by the shell shock and knockback effects once. Will now bounce through devices it hits and destroys. I like this. This is something that's been needed for a while. Her Wrecking Ball has been way too inconsistent. I've been very vocal about that over the years. So I'm hoping this actually makes her ultimate worthwhile. A lot of players have seen the upgrade where she can have the Wrecking Ball be on fire, but this type of change or these types of changes is really what we've needed. Pathfinder, Insider Knowledge, Scan Care Package now awards 50% ult charge was 100% and 15 per second ult cooldown was 10%, or 10 seconds, sorry. 15 seconds, now it's 10. It also applies to Ring Console or Survey Beacon scans. So that's a nerf, definitely a nerf to his ult and the scanning of the package. See, I know a lot of players aren't going to like that. I'd love to see a decrease in his hitbox in exchange for this, but map updates, I kind of already covered this. If you haven't seen it, you can check out a different video I made. Ranked, all right, level requirement down to 20 was 50, 20 RP per tier starting at silver. Player rankings now visible. Promotional trials have been removed. Provisional matches have been removed. Ranked tier RP requirements will have some increases. RP value will be used to matchmake for full stack pre-mates. The highest RP value in the squad will be used. Splits are returning. Everyone's going to start at 1 RP at the beginning of the season. Split will drop rankings by 6 divisions. Updated bonus. Challenger bonus. You can earn a 50% bonus on an elimination of a higher ranked player that was contributed to. So if you're gold and you kill a platinum or a predator, good luck. But then this top 5 streak bonus for maintaining a placement of 5th or better. So if you get all the way to 5, you get 40, but as you can see the breakdown here, 10, 20, 30 RP. All right, extended supply bins now give smart gear. Players can find gear upgrades for knockdown shields, helmets, backpacks in the hidden shelf. Small chance of granting purple gear if a player on the squad has white gear or none at all. Small chance of granting gold gear if the entire squad is purple gear. More reliably gives heat shields and mobile respawn beacons when needed. Increased likelihood of getting medkits over syringes. Ring exploit prevention. Players spending too much time outside the ring will be warned, then eliminated. Wow, that is huge. Players have been abusing this for so many seasons now, and I'm really happy Apex did something. I didn't know they had the capacity to do something like this, but oh man, I hope some people don't read the patch notes and they think they could just go sit in the zone and try to get like master's rank again, and then they just get eliminated and they're like, what the heck? That'd be awesome. All right, quality of life. Destructible Legends abilities have consistent damage feedback. Objects which previously showed red flesh damage numbers will now show as gray, and the damage numbers will indicate if the object is destroyed. Increased visibility for gray damage numbers. All right, that's interesting. Okay, per optic ADS sensitivity. Added an option for Seer passive, which controls how quickly you can turn while unarmed and using the Heartseeker. That's a good change for Seer, definitely. Performance mode aim assist has been tuned to feel similar to 60 Hertz mode. So this means that if you have this performance mode on, your aim assist will feel like controller on PC aim assist. You will not be getting that stronger aim assist that comes with console players who don't have this performance mode. And performance mode is 120 Hertz or 120 frames. So just keep that in mind. If you've played Control on PC, this won't be any big deal for you and it will make sense. But if you haven't, it'll just be probably a little bit of an adjustment for you. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to check out how to improve your game sense in this video here, and I'll see you guys in Season 20. Thanks for watching. Peace.